You've posted on LinkedIn, but now you're noticing that the only people who can comment are your first level connections. What do you do? Well, hey, this is something you need to adjust with your LinkedIn post settings. And in today's video, I'm going to walk you through the steps how. So let's get started. So to do a post on LinkedIn, you probably know you click on the start a post box and then you start typing in your information. So let me just use this as a example. I'm going to actually use the question that I received, which prompted me to create this video as today's post. People are telling me they can't comment unless they are already a connection. There must be a setting I can universally change for that, but I don't know how. So I'm going to be using this as part of my post. I'm going to be responding to the person in the post before I publish this. But before you click on post, what I want you to do is go up to the very top and where you see your name and the drop down arrow next to it, click on that drop down area. I want you to look for a couple things in here. First of all, under who can see your posts, let's make sure that it's set to anyone on or off LinkedIn. This allows anyone to be able to see your post. Then let's go under comments. You're going to notice under comment control, it should say anyone. You may have accidentally set this up to connections only, or you may have intentionally set it up for one of your past posts. What will happen is after you put this setting in place once for connections only, every post in the future going forward will be set so that only your connections can comment on your post. You may have even set this up to have no one comment on your post. Maybe it was something that was controversial, or maybe you're getting too much feedback and you want to be able to control the comments on there. You can choose no one so that it's just a post that's sharing information. My recommendation is that you keep this set to anyone. That way anyone can comment on your posts. I want to also show you how you can adjust this for posts that you've already published. So I'm going to close out of this pop-up box, discard my post at this point. Go back to your activity feed. Easiest way is just clicking on your name or photo off to the left navigation, scrolling down to your activities section, then click on show all posts, and then navigate to one of your recent posts. In the very top, you're going to see the three dots. Click on the three dots and you should see some different options inside here, one of which is who can comment on this post. So if by chance you're noticing that your connections only are having that ability, it's probably set to connections only. You'll need to change it to anyone. Now, the beauty of this is you can change this after you've published a post. I think LinkedIn was pretty smart in setting this up. They may have realized that people want to limit some control after a post goes out publicly to maybe limit it to connections only, or again, having comments stop altogether so that you can change it to no one can comment on the post. All right, so that's how you do it. And then once you click on save, moving forward, if it was set to connections only and you change it to everyone, people that are not your first level connections can now start to comment on your post. So again, with that setting, when we click on the three dots and who can comment on this post, I want to be clear on what the connections mean. Now, connections only means people who are first level connections. Now, a connection is the result of one person initiating an invitation to connect and another person accepting that connection request. This is different than followers. Some people on LinkedIn, myself included, have a follow button as their default. So if you visit my profile on LinkedIn, we're not yet connected, you're going to see that you can click to follow. There is a workaround to connect with me. You have to go under the more button for that. But if you're following me, you wouldn't be counted as a connection. So if I had my post comments settings set to connections only, followers would not be able to do so. So it's a really important distinction here. I, for the most part, would encourage you to keep your comments open so that anyone can comment on the posts, because of the fact that, our goal here on LinkedIn is to generate thought leadership, to create great conversations, and even to possibly lead to new connections and people that maybe are second or third level, they're not our connections yet, right? And the great thing is every time you publish a post on LinkedIn and you get engagement, whether it's a like, reaction, a comment, it will then broadcast it out to the people's network who are engaging with you. So if I have someone who's a first level, it's going to broadcast it out to a portion of their first level network. If I have someone who's second or third level, I'm not yet connected to them, it's actually broadcasting it out to a portion of their audience as well. And what I have noticed is that if you do a post that's starting to get a lot of engagement, you're going to start to get more people from your second or third level that are commenting on your post. And let me just scroll down. I did a poll the other day. We had a big snowstorm here in Metro Detroit, and with snow's hitting all of us across the nation right now. And in this case, you'll see this post generated a lot of great engagement, over 5,000 impressions, 15 reactions, 76 comments. And when I go through the comments, you're going to see first level connections like David, And then you also will notice as you start to load more comments and scroll through here, that as we start to go down, we're going to start to see comments that are being made from people that are second and third level. Now, after I published this post, I actually did go through, and the people that were second and third level, I have invited them to connect with me. So you may not notice it in my post, but in your post, when you start to get a lot of engagement, you're going to notice that there's some second and some third level in here. Let me try one more scroll. This posted really well. And I always, you're going to notice here too, every time someone responds to my post, I comment back to them, right? And that's a really important distinction as well, because every time anyone interacts with the post, I'm going to repeat this again. Anytime anyone interacts with the post, it pushes it out to the homepage feed again. So not only is this good etiquette to comment back on comments, but it's also good for the engagement and good for you and good for them as well, right? So here's an example. Baron, he's a second level connection. I commented back. I tagged someone else in who's also in the same part of the world. Here's another one from Elisa, second level. So as you can see, as you go down on the post, you're going to start to see more people that are second and third level. If I had set this post up to be first level only, where it was connections only commenting, I wouldn't see comments like these on my post. So that's it. That's how you make adjustments in your settings on your LinkedIn post to make sure that anyone can add a comment to your post. Hey, if you found this video helpful, I'd love it if you could do me a favor. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Click on that bell notification so you get notification of future videos like this. And if you are watching this on LinkedIn, you know what I'm going to ask you, right? Go ahead and leave a comment below. I will be sure to reply back to you. Thank you so much, my friend. Have a great day, and I look forward to helping you to get a bigger slice of the LinkedIn pie.